going to be a continuation of course by 402. And in this week, we are going to probably wrap this course. I think just 2 more classes. We are probably wrap it already. And by next week, we'll start with another course. Do also smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also use the comment section to say hi, hello. And if you're finding it difficult to do that, probably it's because you are yet to sign up on YouTube, sign with your email, or sign up with your email, and YouTube can allow you. All right, do so. Smashing the like button, subscribing, and some activity in the comment section. Let's go straight into the class. Now, we're going to be talking about the emergence of Nigerian social security system. All right, we have been discussing in our last few classes. We have been talking about social welfare, right? What it means. There's been a main discussion in our retrospective classes. We have part 4 and we're talking about emergence. All right, emergence of Nigerian social security system. Okay, so without further ado, the attainment of political independence in 1960 played a significant role in the emergence of the Nigerian social security system. Take note of that. The emergence, Nigeria gaining its independence in 1960 played a significant role, played a serious role in the Nigerian, all right, social. Okay, so the attainment of political independence in 1960, okay, gave Nigeria the opportunity to what? Reform certain things. Okay, it gave the opportunity to reform the inherited colonial system. Okay, and I want you to understand here that before Nigeria gained independence, don't forget that the colonial masters were the one deciding, all right, making decisions, a lot of decisions for Nigerians in all ramifications, all right, both commerce, both transportation, anything, all right, that involves trade, law, all right, constitution, everything that goes on in Nigeria was basically controlled by the British. So after Nigeria gained independence, they give Nigeria the opportunity to change a lot of things, all right, to change a lot of things and put things in place according to how they how Nigerian deemed fit. Okay, so the Nigerian the opportunity to reform the inherited colonial system and introduce social, all right, attainment of political independence in 1960, all right, gave Nigeria, all right, the opportunity to change, most especially the structure left behind by the British. Okay, so that the attainment of independence was therefore a new era for Nigerian social welfare and security system. All right, so the attainment of independence, all right, a new era, let's put that down, was a new era for, why is it a new era? The British would not put the Nigerians first. Don't forget, colonizing Nigeria was basically purely economical purpose. So they're not going to put Nigerians first before themselves. So now that Nigerians are now in charge of everything, Nigerians need to put need to change a lot of things, like putting themselves before any other thing. So that's why I said to be a new era. All right, a new era for all right, a new era in Nigerian social welfare security system. A new era in Nigeria. Okay, social. All right, social welfare. Let's just write it full. Social welfare. Note that a new era in social welfare and security system. Social welfare. Agugwa in 2006. Agugwa to the National Provident Fund Act of 1961. All right, it traced the history of the Nigerian social system. That is according to just a moment. Now, according to Agugwa, it did something. Agugwa traced, are we together? Agugwa said that the history of Nigerian social security system can be traced as Agugwa in 2006. So the history of it traced the history of Nigerian social security system, Nigeria social security system to the act, all right, to the act, all right, to a act, all right, or let's just put to a, let's put it in a complete form. It traced it to NPF, all right, NPF, actually an act, all right, of 1961. 1961. NPF is an acronym for, all right, National Provident Fund. Okay, National Provident Fund. So according to him, he said that the National Providence Fund and the works, all right, the Workmen Compensation Act of 1980 are the two major determinants in the history of Nigerian social security, all right, Nigerian social security system, all right. So he traced it to the history. Now, Agugwa traced the history of Nigerian social security system to NF NFC Act of 1961 and the Workmen's Compensation, Workmen's Compensation, all right, Act of 1987, according to Agugwa. So we have that. So like I said, the social security system were designed by the government to undertake what we call comprehensive review and repackage comprehensive review to look into things that has been. Don't forget that when these British were around, things were going on. Nigerians were put in some places whereby they might not be probably, whereby they were not probably they are not properly benefiting what they are expected to benefit according to standard. All right, so it was an opportunity to review all these policies, review all these arrangements done by the colonial masters. So it says here that the social security system were designed by the government to undertake a comprehensive review and repackaging of Nigerian social security programs for Nigeria. So there was a social security program before independence. So after independence, the Nigerian government needed to review all these programs and make them better, all right, for Nigerians. Are we taking note of all this? And Nigerian workers who at the time, all right, who at the time were exposed to different hazardous working conditions without adequate protection by the law. When I say it's a comprehensive review for all Nigerians and some Nigerians that are working in, all right, that are working in environments that have so much dangers and they are not being properly taken care of. So these are the things that the Nigerian, all right, the Nigerian social, all right, service system, all right, the Nigerian social service system looked into Nigerian social security system looked into properly. So now, what are some of the objectives? What are the objectives of the Nigerian social, all right, insurance fund? So we have NSITF. NSITF. Now, NFITF is an acronym for the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund. All right. NITF is an acronym for the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund. So, what does the Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund? What do they do, and what are they known for? Okay, so let's just quickly look into that. Now, the NSITF, let's just write NSIT. All right, NSIT is responsible for the provision of technical expertise necessary for the development, all right, the promotion and evaluation of environmental, health, safety, emergency, and risk programs. Everything that has to do with the technical expertise, all right, the management of risk, all right, the management of productivity, the management of work condition, they are responsible for it. All right, this program is responsible for that. This program is also, as NITSI, also responsible for ensure compliance with all federal. They are there to ensure that they are compliant with all federal, state, and local governmental occupational health safety and emergency, all right, and emergency management laws and regulations. So this program is out there to ensure that both in the federal level, in the state level, and in the local government level, everybody must comply with management of health safety, and emergency management according to the law. All right, it is their responsibility to ensure that, and also conduct inspection compliance audits. All right, not just our law, they also conduct inspection that these laws are placed are people accordingly. So we have that as that. So we also have the health sector and social welfare administration. For those of us who are not joining the stream, please just go to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and also go to the comment section to say hello. Now we also have the health sector, and all right, we have health sector. Okay. So now when we say health sector, what are the social welfare available in this sector? The health sector is one of the sectors that has benefited immensely. If there's any other sector that has benefited as health sector, all right, there are very few of them. So health sector is one of the sectors that has what benefited immensely from the Nigerian social security system. Has benefited immensely. Okay. Now, like I was saying, the health sector is one of the sectors that has benefited immensely from the NSSS program. Okay. Now, one thing we need to understand here is that social insurance, all right, is a social. One thing we need to understand here is that the emergence of National Provident Fund, okay, the emergence of National Provident Fund, which later metamorphosed into Nigerian Social Insurance Trust Fund, is a key player in the development of, all right, is a key player in the development of health sector in Nigeria. Are we together? That's why I said something that the health sector has benefited immensely when it comes to the NSSS program. Okay, so we have that as that. So now let's continue. Now, let's look at the brief history of the health sector in Nigeria. The history of the health sector dated back to the colonial era with the creation of Lagos General Hospital. All right. History of the health sector dated back, okay, dated back to the colonial era with the creation to the colonial era with the creation of Lagos, all right, General Hospital, all right, dated back to the creation of Lagos General Hospital by the British in the late 19th century. Now, the Lagos General Hospital was built and located on Broad Street, Lagos. It was primarily, all right, it was primarily conceived to cater for the health of the colonial administrators in Lagos. That was why it was established. Like I said earlier, the British masters placed themselves first. So this is why that hospital was created. It wasn't for Nigeria, but for basically, and like I said, please note that everything we do here, we are not conglashing, all right, or trying to be post or tag people bad or negative. We are actually giving information and we are actually educating. So what we are taking in class according to our material, all right, and we are discussing about the Lagos General Hospital, all right. We are discussing about the Lagos General Hospital. Okay, are we together? Now, one thing we need to understand here is that this hospital was created to attend to, all right, was created to attend to colonial administrators in Lagos that needed the service of the hospital. Now, the hospital has grown to produce several general hospitals in Nigeria, including the University Teaching Hospital led by the University Teaching Hospital in Ibadan. Right, so this same hospital has generated or has created several whole lot of hospitals. All right. All right. The Lagos General Hospital. Okay. The Lagos General Hospital. Now, what is the function of the health sector in social welfare administration? Nigeria. So among to mention what the few of these roles, I'm going to be taking certain points right away. Okay. So now we have possibility of providing health services. All right, follow the responsibilities of providing health. Okay, the health sector is expected to diagnose all ailments and diseases. Okay, within the geographical boundary of Nigeria, to also remove boundaries to access to quality health care. All right, quality health care services. So we have that as that. We're going to look at the structure, all right? The structure of the health sector in Nigeria. What was the structure of the health sector in Nigeria? What was it like? We have the public and the private health sector, all right? We have the public and we have the private. So now the public health sector in Nigeria, all right, comprises of general hospitals, university teaching hospitals, all right, health institutions, primary health centers, all right, general hospital, all right, teaching hospitals, healthcare centers, and the likes. While we have the private sector comprises of the private hospital, private clinic, and diagnostic centers. All right, private hospital, diagnostic centers, and private clinic. All right, so we have that as that. So I'm going to call it up here for today. Okay, so let's just quickly take let's take this. Okay, categories of services of the health sector. All right, so now what are the category of services generally by these hospitals? Public health sectors serves, all right, usually include the one of the services they some of the services they offer are those health services that are rendered by federal government of Nigeria. All right, all those responsibilities that falls under public health sectors are those services that has to do with federal government of Nigeria, like health services that are rendered by the state. All right, different from that of the private. We have under the private, we have health services by private hospital, health services by voluntary, all right, by voluntary organizations or NGOs. So we have that as that. So in our next class, we'll take it up from the, all right, we'll take it up. Let me just analyze that. Okay, I'm going to talk about the Employee Compensation Act of 2010. Employee Compensation Act of 2010. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. I believe we'll be able to get something to this class. Let's keep our notes up with and send them to the appropriate contest. Bye for now.